99.3 and worldwide. WNXTradio.com. It is time for the news as we start to see a little light in the sky. It's currently 46. Brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. And once again, here's Bill Shope.
Thank you, Steve. Good morning, everyone. It was a big day in the Commonwealth yesterday. A training facility in Carter County is expanding its resources to train future welders and carpenters across our region. The Central Midwest Carpenters Union labor representatives, apprentices, and state and local leaders held a ribbon-cutting ceremony to welcome the new space. Our very own Chuck Greenslate spoke with Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, who was in Grayson yesterday.
Oh, it is amazing. Kentucky is on the biggest, best economic development win streak in our history. More investment, more jobs, breaking record for exports. And this is a big reason why. We're here at a facility that's going to train even more great union members who are ready to go out there and build the Kentucky and the Ohio and the Indiana that we have always dreamed of.
Governor Beshear said the ripple effect from this new training facility will be immense.
I mean, we are seeing reshoring happening at such an incredible rate. Big manufacturing facilities, state-of-the-art, going up all around the United States. And it takes the skilled type of labor, the incredible craftsmanship that's being taught right here to do that. And on top of it, it prepares all these young people or folks that are reskilling to be able to make a good living.
Now, the facility expansion includes a 14,000 square foot addition, 4 new classrooms, an indoor overhead crane for certification courses, as well as 16 new welding booths. The Ohio Department of Family Services said Ohio requested and received a waiver to replace the benefits of Jackson County SNAP recipients who lost food and power outages on September 27th following Hurricane Helene. The SNAP recipients will automatically receive a portion of their monthly benefits deposited to their accounts, which will be available on October the 11th. Residents in other counties affected by the storms can use a waiver to apply for a replacement through the extended deadline to October 27th. Now, last week, a waiver was obtained, allowing an extension of the usual 10-day window for applications to 30 days. Recipients outside Jackson County will have until October 17th for replacement benefits if they lost power for at least 4 hours because of the September 27th storm. And the state of Ohio may be the first state in the entire country to use public money to build or fix religious schools, which may violate the separation of church and state. Tracy Townsend explains.
The First Amendment established the separation of church and state in the U.S., and now Americans United for Separation of Church and State are investigating the state of Ohio. The group alleges that the state misused public funds from its capital budget to build or remodel parochial and private schools. In Richland County, Mansfield Christian received the largest grant of $1.5 million. 9 other schools received a total of over $4 million. The group says the public funds belong in public schools and cites many projects in need of funding.
For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
Well, even though we're into the 7 o'clock hour here and the storm has kind of moved away from Tampa, things are going to get a little tough when the high tide rolls in this morning.
It is a roll. Well, it's doing more than rolling, isn't it? Yeah. I was watching the same report when I came in.
Right. Rivers are going to be flooding all over Hillsborough County, not just in the city of Tampa. According to the mayor, she has been pleading with residents to stay inside while officials assess the damage. But with the high tide coming in at probably the most inopportune moment, that's just going to add to the flooding situation down there, even though things are starting to move offshore. But now the big band of winds are the ones taking over.
Well, I have friends that are down there right now.
I do too.
And I was in contact with them last night and up until about 9:15 or so. I'm going to get a talk to them later today, and if we can, we might get a live report, or at least a report tomorrow morning on the actual damage from people that are there.
Well, they're being very careful as to say about fatalities, but St. Lucie County Sheriff Keith Pearson has already said there are multiple fatalities at the Spanish Lakes Country Club Village, which is a senior community in Fort Pierce. And that was after tornadoes touched down in the area. That was late last night into the morning. He also said that a facility within the sheriff's headquarters was destroyed by what he terms, and his words, devastating tornado that came through. So that's in St. Lucie
Earlier you were talking about weathermen and women out in the middle of the storm and
Right.
Being lashed to, poles and different things. Well, CNN yesterday, they had a guy on the boardwalk. I mean, these big giant storm surges, these waves are right behind him, crashing up. And he was talking about people out there taking selfies and having kids out in it.
Right.
And he said, you need to stay inside.
And that's what they've been preaching, and most people have, some people haven't. So those that haven't are not going to be accountable for it when it comes to rescue, because they've already pretty much said, if you're going to be a knucklehead, just go ahead, but don't count on us to bail you out.
Well, a lot of legislators there in Florida voted down, expanding FEMA's budget.
Right.
Earlier this year.
Yep.
That's going to come back and bite somebody today, I think.
I think
it's
it is
going to be
indeed.
devastating.
All right, man. Well, we'll keep you posted. That's our job, and it's brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, Dr. Nishida, and we'll check in with ONN next. The health and well-being of the community when it comes to cancer care and the cure is a name that's legendary. His name is Dr. Nishida. At Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, they're always there to think way ahead of the curve, to provide the absolute latest in care treatments and that personal one-on-one service that today is so rare. With Dr. Nishida and King's Daughters, they owe their success to the many forward-thinking community members and great volunteers who have all helped shape King's Daughters and Dr. Nishida as their first choice from patients and families who choose them for the most critical time in their life, when that absolute right decision must be made. For more information, from screenings to treatment, contact Dr. Nishida by calling 353-4884 or stop by and meet their incredibly helpful staff at 916 11th Street in Portsmouth. With Dr. I and Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, it's where the care, compassion, and the roadmap to your cure begin. Good morning, 7:37 it is downtown. We got 46 as we check in with ONN.
This is ONN. I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. With fewer than 30 days remaining before the November election, one of the biggest races in the state is for the U.S. Senate. ONN's Clay Gordon has more with both of the candidates.
Democratic incumbent Sherrod Brown is being challenged by Republican entrepreneur Bernie Moreno. Moreno had this to say about his opponent.
It's time for a change. Give Republicans a chance to govern, and we're going to make your lives better.
We're also hearing from Senator Brown. Here's his response to recent campaign ads, both for and against him.
That's a problem in campaign finance, that too many outside groups. I mean, we had 4 billionaires in California just spent $40 million against me, so it's not really good for the system.
There is new information in the case of a Central Ohio police officer involved in the fatal shooting of a woman and her unborn child. Yolanda Harris of ONN affiliate WBNS-TV in Columbus has details.
A judge has set a trial date for Officer Connor Grubb. The Blendon Township officer is charged in the death of Takaya Young. The trial is scheduled for July 14th of next year. Grubb shot and killed 21-year-old Takaya Young last August while she was in her car. She had been accused of shoplifting from the Kroger on Sunbury Road. Grubb is out on bond.
After a 3-0 loss to the Detroit Tigers yesterday, the Cleveland Guardians face potential elimination when they play Game 4 of the division series tonight in Detroit. Tanner Bybee gets the start for the good guys. For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
Hey, you Homer, who are you talking about there?
The good guys aren't going to be around tomorrow if they don't get that W tonight, as he alluded to there.
All right, time for sports, and it is brought to you this morning by Call Your Home Medical, and of course they're easy to find. 1661 State Route 522 in Wheelersburg, and right across from Kroger. If you need to call and ask any questions about their medical services, the number is 574-0327. And once again with sports, here's Chuck.
Thank you, Steve. As you just heard, the Guardians fell to the Tigers 3-0 in yesterday's playoff game, so Detroit now has a 2-1 series lead. Those two will tango in Detroit tonight at 6:08. It's win or go home for the Cleveland Guardians. The Mets are moving on to the next round after topping the Phillies 4-1 yesterday. New York wins that series in 4 games. The Yankees down the Royals 3-2 yesterday to take a 2-1 series lead. Those two will meet in Kansas City tonight at 8:08. And the Dodgers shut out the Padres yesterday 8-0, evening that series up at 2. Tonight in the NHL, the Columbus Blue Jackets will get their season rolling as they play their first game of the year at the Minnesota Wild, where the puck will drop at 8. Tonight in the NFL, the 49ers will visit the Seahawks. The Bengals and Browns will both have Sunday matchups. The Browns will be playing in the afternoon at Philadelphia. That'll be a 1 o'clock kickoff. The Bengals will be in prime time Sunday night playing at the New York Giants. In college football Saturday, there won't be a much bigger matchup all season than number 2 Ohio State at number 3 Oregon. That'll be a 7:30 kickoff. Be sure and tune in to the Coach Ryan Day Show this afternoon on Fox Sportsmouth AM 1260 and 95.7 FM starting at 1 o'clock. As he gives you his thoughts on what his Buckeyes need to do to go out to Eugene, Oregon and get the win over the Ducks. In high school football tomorrow, the Total Media Group of Portsmouth will present 3 games live on Mix 99.3. You'll hear the Northwest Mohawks at the West Senators. Pre-game coverage there will start at 6:30, leading up to the 7 o'clock kickoff. That's also the Appalachian Marketing Media video stream game of the week, so in addition to hearing it live, you can watch it live on WNXTradio.com. Tomorrow on Classic Rock 107.5 The Breeze, you'll hear Wheelersburg at Waverly, and on Fox Sportsmouth AM 1260 and 95.7 FM, you'll be able to listen as Portsmouth plays host to Rock Hill. Coverage at those latter 2 game sites will also commence at 6:30, leading up to the 7 o'clock start. Staying with high school sports and boys soccer yesterday, Ironton St. Joe was a winner over Valley 3-1, and girls soccer, Jackson doubled up on Chillicothe 4-2, and the Gallia Academy shut out Rock Hill 1-0. In girls high school volleyball yesterday, Notre Dame knocked off New Boston in 3 games, and Chesapeake prevailed over Ironton in 3. The Ohio High School Athletic Association has designated the week of October 6th through the 12th, that's this week, as Fall Sports Officials Appreciation Week. Officials Appreciation Week is part of the OHSAA's Respect the Game program, which encourages sportsmanship among student athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators. OHSAA Director of Officiating Bo Rugg said, quote, "We are grateful to the men and women all across the state who serve as contest officials. Officiating is a commitment, and these individuals deserve our appreciation and respect, not only for their work on the field and court, but also for the hours they spend in clinics, rules meetings, and professional development during the off-season." Unquote. Athletic administrators are encouraged to utilize an OHSAA-provided public address script before all home games during this week and use their social media accounts to show appreciation for contest officials. Future appreciation weeks will take place this school year for winter sports as well as spring sports. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:43. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Call former official Gary Duzan for all of your employee benefit needs. He used to wear the whistle around his neck proudly.
Oh, I know he did.
Oh, yeah, many years.
Yeah, he blew it on me several times.
I can see that, sure.
Yeah. We won't get into that.
Yeah, right. I mean, I have seen you taken out of a gymnasium in cuffs before.
Well,
Was it the Washington, what was that?
The Wizards.
The Wizards,
Yeah,
yes, the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, I don't want to have to go back and pull the scab off that one.
Sorry to bring that up.
Okay.
Didn't mean to make you relive
All
that.
right. Thank you, Chuck. And this update brought to you by Call Your Home Medical. And again, they're at 1661 State Route 522 in the Berg.
Collier is expanding its business opportunities to include Collier Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company, or DME, offering free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment such as home oxygen and portable oxygen, as well as hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier also offers home sleep testing along with CPAP and BiPAP for patients diagnosed with sleep apnea. Overnight pulse oximetry testing is available with a physician order. Located at 1661 State Route 522 across from Kroger in Wheelersburg, call 740-574-0327.
And it is your traffic and service of your friends at the Scioto River, 1024 Gallia Street. That's Dashing Darren Malt, Will the Thrill, and Chase It on Grill. And they will have those doors open for you this morning to celebrate this beautiful day at 11. And this morning we do have some road work to do, and that's the Shelley Company. They're doing that all this week through Friday, and they'll be on Indian Drive, Ruhlman, Seneca, Sheridan Road. Wow, out on Sheridan. Stagecoach Lane, and also other places in the city of Portsmouth. And don't forget, we've also got the 35-mile-an-hour sign there over on 52 coming into town. They're monitoring that this morning as well. So if you see something we need to know about, give us a call at 354-1993. Traffic and service of your friends at the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
The weather is service of Monroe Frame Collision and now Wheel Alignment. Monroe's is your full-service body and maintenance company with 30 years of service in 4 locations: Portsmouth, Ashland, Jackson, and Chillicothe. Family-owned and car owner-friendly. Call 353-7279 for Monroe's Frame Collision and now Wheel Alignment.
first alert forecast from WSAZ. Another day of full sunshine. Temperatures bounce back nicely from near 40 into the upper 60s this afternoon, but that is a cool day for this time of year. Tonight, cooler still. Clear skies, calmer, down into the upper 30s. But that early chill departs for afternoon sun again on Friday with highs in the low 70s.
I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
And here come the sun downtown. We got 46 as we get up and go.